Nipple adenomas are benign lesions and they are variants of intraductal papillomas involving the nipple. They are also known as adenoma of the nipple, florid papillomatosis of the nipple, superficial papillary adenomatosis, papillary adenoma, subareolar duct papillomatosis, erosive adenomatosis and syringomatous adenoma. Almost all patients presenting with nipple adenoma are female, although nipple adenomas can occasionally occur in males. The usual presentation is a bloody and/or serous nipple discharge. There may be a nipple mass, or the nipple may become indurated, and the adenoma may cause the overlying skin to become ulcerated, red, crusted or scaly. And because of this, clinically a nipple adenoma may resemble either eczema or Paget's disease of the nipple. This is a low power view of a nipple adenoma, and you can see that the lesion, that is the dark area, is just below the surface of the nipple. The usual size of a nipple adenoma is between 0.5 and 4 centimeters. They are unencapsulated and rather ill-defined, with a white, yellow or grey cut surface. Histologically, nipple adenomas are foci of papillary duct hyperplasia and adenosis. They are comprised of two cell types, hyperplastic epithelial cells and an outer layer of myoepithelial cells. In addition, these lesions may sometimes show sclerosis. This is the typical histological appearance of a nipple adenoma with ducts distended by hyperplastic epithelial cells. And at a high magnification it is possible to see the outer layer of myoepithelial cells and the proliferating ductal epithelial cells in the luminal aspect. This is a stain for estrogen receptor, and the positive staining cells are the epithelial cells of the nipple adenoma. This is the P63 stain that very nicely highlights the intact layer of myoepithelial cells. And this is SMA or smooth muscle actin, again highlighting the myoepithelial cells.